Hello and welcome. My name is Kathy A, and today I am doing a very special collab with my good buddy from YouTube, Carla Harris. She has a channel called Real Chicks TV, and I have been subscribed to her since the beginning. She's really funny and very real. She's had no cosmetic procedures done. She uses no filters. She's just out there for you, totally honest, and she's great. She's like somebody you want to hang out with. Now, Carla's 51, and she's been a newscaster for over 30 years. And I thought that was really cool that she used her broadcast experience in her videos. And she specializes in beauty and fashion and travel and lifestyle, a little bit of everything. So you never quite know what she's going to do. I remember she did a parody when they had the Toddy and James Charles thing. Yeah. Anyway, Carla and I decided to do a collab on our favorite top 10 items from just one brand. Now, she's got a different brand. I'm not quite sure which one it is, so please, once you watch my video, stop over and see Carla's video on her top 10 favorite products from one brand.
But first, before you hop over, you've got to subscribe to the Kathy A Show. Hit subscribe, notifications, you know the drill, and it means a lot to my beautiful wife.
Thanks, Bud Man. Oh, subscription man. Okay.
Don't let my secret out.
Yeah.
Well, good spot.
Yeah. If you are visiting me from Carla's channel, hello, welcome. I'm also very real and often will tell you where it's at for real on products that other people like I tend to not like. So I'll give you the full scoop. I'm 61 years old, and a lot of products don't work as well on my skin as they work on the younger folks and other folks. My skin is slightly dry, a little bit wrinkled, a lot of texture, and you know, from this side you can get a lot of texture from all that sun that came in from the driving the car. You know, you get a lot of skin damage on that side of the face. So I have some scarring on this side. So makeup doesn't always work on me when it works on other people, and some people like that. They can relate to it because they have the same situation going on. So let's begin. This is Milani, and Milani is a drugstore brand. It was started by a brother and sister who had started Jordana Cosmetics way back in 1986. And Jordana may be familiar to a lot of you in the US as one of those kind of cheapy brands that you could find in Kmart and Walmart and Walgreens, and you know, they have their own site. They have some excellent products. Their eyeliners are excellent. Their lip liners, there's one that dupes Charlotte Tilbury, and they have some great lipsticks and liquid eyeliners as well. So in 2002, they decided to do kind of a more, I guess, higher end line, still at the drugstore, and they created Milani Cosmetics. And that's named for Milan, which is their favorite European city. Now, they're a brother and sister that live in Los Angeles, and it is an LA-based company, and they are cruelty-free, so I'm just so there. So let's begin. I have at least 10 items here from Milani. They have an extensive product line, and they've just recently brought out a lot of skincare products, and I haven't tried everything yet. But a lot of the things I have tried are really good. They have a couple of stinkers in their line, but I'm telling you, for the most part, they've got some great high quality products. The first one I want to talk about is a primer, and this is a dupe for one of Charlotte Tilbury's products as well. This is the Soft Focus Glow, and this comes in two shades. There's a light shade and a dark shade. Now, the lighter shade, what it does, it doesn't really add color so much as it adds a glow to your skin. And it's very hydrating, so when you put it on your skin, and I have it on now, it gives you a glow from within kind of look. And I take it all the way down the neck and to the décolleté. I think that whole area should have kind of a radiance to it. And it's just a beautiful product. Some of their products are scented like fruit smell, and some are not scented at all, and some are like coconut. So if you're sensitive to some fragrances, you may not like some of their products. This one is great. It doesn't really have a scent to it at all. It does have a pop, which is good. I always want to turn these things. So that is the Glow. This is very famous. I think the Milani Eyeshadow Primer works really well. Just a little bit. I put it on my ring fingers and I rub it into my eyelid all the way up to the eyebrow, and in the inner corners and the outer corners, and then just underneath my eye as well. This is a great eye primer. A lot of people like this as well as Smashbox or any of the high-end eye primers, and the price point is so low. This is just a great eye primer. The reason you would use this is to kind of extend the life of your eyeshadow color, keeping it true, and also to keep it from merging into the little crease here where your mobile lid meets the upper lid. So that little crease area, when you're constantly moving it and everything, could move your eyeshadow up into it and make a little line. You don't want that. So this stuff prevents that from happening, and I really like it. Now, I heard somebody else discuss this, which is the Blur Stick, and they like to use it as their eye primer. It looks like a white dimethicone kind of gel finish, almost like a deodorant kind of look to it. I've used this. I didn't think it was all that great, and maybe it's just my skin type it didn't work with, but they used it as an eye primer and said it worked really well as that. I just found that it was difficult to blend the shadows well when I used this, so I can't recommend that one, but I did want to mention it because other people have mentioned this Blur Stick. I don't think it's a good primer for dry skin with a lot of texture because we have a lot of wrinkles and indents and things that this didn't seem to cover. This is supposed to be good for pores, but I didn't think so on that either, so just thought I'd let you know that one. Now, bronzers and face powders are something I think Milani really excels in. And I have two shades of their bronzer, and they're both matte shades for a reason. During spring into summer, you want to have that in-between kind of glowy look like you've been out in the sun, but you don't have a tan, you know, not a tan yet. This is a great way to contour your face and also to give yourself a light glow. And it's a matte and it's cool tone, so you don't have that dark orangey red. Oh my goodness, it sounds like there's a drag race going on outside. Whoa. Yeah, I have number 2 and number 1. I think number 1 is a really nice all-over bronzer for fair skin to light skin folks. I'm just going to put a little here so you can see. It's just a light little bit of a tawniness, and I think this is a good all-over kind of bronzer, and I do put that in the décolleté as well. Number 2 is a little bit darker, and I think that this one is good if you want to contour. You can see the difference in the two of these. Number 2 is quite a bit darker than number 1. And I think number 1 it pulls slightly warmer, but number 2 is really good if you want to make a little bit of a definition, you know, for almost like a contour. You can use it because it is a matte shade, and you can also use these shades as eyeshadow. So I think that their bronzers are really an excellent choice. Their skin products have hydrating ingredients, skincare ingredients as well. This has several different oils and things. If you read the back of their package, you'll see they've got some healthy ingredients in there, and that's something that really matters nowadays, I think. For blush, their blushes, I think a lot of people like their little baked blushes. I'm not as keen on those because they've got a lot of shine to them, and I'd rather add my own shine exactly where I want it. I don't want shine all over my face. So I tend to go more with their matte blushes, and they're very nice because they're long lasting. And this is my favorite color. This is Romantic Rose. The reason it's my favorite color is it's a neutral pink, mauve-y kind of skin tone shade, and when you go with a skin tone shade, it looks more like a natural flush rather than an artificial blush that you painted onto your face. It is a very, very natural looking beautiful, healthy looking blush. I think high end or low end, this is one of my absolute favorites, in the top 5 at least of all blushes. So Milani's Romantic Rose, and the indentation is, you know, they've got the little indentation here. It looks like a rose shape. It's just an elegant thing. I wish this came in a slightly lighter color. I'm wearing it right now, but I think that if they had a slightly lighter shade, it would be even better. This is their Stay Put Now color, and it's their brow brush. It's got a 2-end brush and a pomade that rivals Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's absolutely wonderful. Now, a lot of you may not know how to use this thing. It comes with a brush and kind of is almost self-explanatory. You just stick this in here, and then I make little lines. First I make a little line at the, I call it the gateway, right there, and then I just make little lines going back, and then I take the other side, which is called the spoolie, and I will just kind of brush it up. And then I'll look in my 5 by or 10 by mirror, whatever I happen to have near me, and look very closely, and I will take off any excess or whatever. This is the taupe shade. It's the lightest shade they have. I think just one shade lighter would have been perfect for me. I love the way this holds all day though, and it doesn't run in the rain. We've had a lot of rain here in Connecticut recently. But this is an excellent pomade, so if you can't afford Anastasia Beverly Hills, definitely the Milani is perfect. It's really an excellent brow product. Now, eyeshadows, Milani has a couple of different types of eyeshadows. Some of the formulations I think are a little different than others. And it's really odd, within the same brand you would think they would have the same kind of formulas because they're using the same places to make these things, I hope. They came out first with these, and these are the Everyday Eyes, they're called. I have 2 sets here. I've tried all of them, actually. I've tried every single set they've had. I think there's 5 altogether, but these 2 are my favorite, and this one is outstanding, and I'll talk about this one. This is the Plum Basics, it's called. And you get like a double-sided brush, which is kind of meh, you know. It's better than some brushes I've seen. There is no mirror. You can kind of look in the, you can see here, there's a little bit of a mirror surface area. You can if you're really desperate look in there. But you've got a nice light color. This is a perfect base shade for after you put your eye primer on. You can put this shade on for your base, and it makes a perfect base because it's a light color. It evens out, makes it a clean palette for the rest of the shadows. You've got the perfect, I think this is a perfect crease shade. And then you've got some dark shades, and you've got some shimmers here. And the shimmers are just so pretty. They're just so pretty. You can use the shimmers actually as highlighters as well. A little bit of micro glitter in there, but from a distance you just look like you have a healthy glow. And both of these purple shades, one's a warm purple and one's more of an aubergine or an eggplant purple, they're perfect. They're just perfect. I love this set. I think this is a great starter set for somebody who doesn't have a lot of makeup colors. If you want to go into the mauves and the purples, I'm wearing this today along with the others set here. I think this is the Nude Basics. Must have naturals. And this one has browns, blacks, and beiges in it. So this base color is actually kind of a shimmery color, a satiny color. So if you want to really decorate out your eye look, you can put that in. I like to use a matte shade first before I do anything else. But this looks so pretty on, and you can use this as a highlighter as well. Really, really pretty. And you have a nice shimmery taupey color. You have a nice crease color here. You have a shimmer here you can put just under the eyebrows. And then you have a black, and it's a soft black, so you can line with that shadow. You can kind of deepen up your corners with it. I just think that these two sets are the absolute best in their collection. So I'd recommend either of these two. Really, really excellent. Now they came out with a series, and I think there's 4 or 5 of these as well. These are the Soft and Sultry palettes. This is the Cool Neutrals and Smokes, and I really like these as well. Now this one has a mirror with it, which I'll cover up, I think, so it'll make it easier for you to see the rest of the stuff. So this is like a basic neutral palette. You have some mattes in here and you have some shimmers in here, which is really nice. There's a really nice assortment here. You have light colors that you can use for your base shade. You have your mediums, crease shades, and you have some darks to put in the corners. You also have a couple of shimmers if you want. Really pretty shimmer here. Look at that. Beautiful. A beautiful shimmer. For your lid color, if you want to kind of decorate it out or go a little more glam. Really, really nice. I lined with this shade today. I put that on underneath my eyes. It's just really nice. I think the formulation might be a little bit different from the from this. For some reason these seem more pigmented to me than these, but I think it could be a shade by shade thing. Some of these shades may be made in the same place those are made in. I don't know. I don't know exactly where they're all made, but I do know that this is a really nice quality product. These run, I would say, probably around $19. Not bad at all. You can use, if you buy them in like CVS or one of the drugstores, a lot of times you can use your extra box or you can use coupons with them and you get credit for buying them. I got, I think, $5 back because I bought 2 of the products, you know, so you can really get a good deal on these, and I think Walmart has some exclusives from Milani as well, and they have a more extensive line. Now I think these are fairly new for them. These are the new waterproof eye pencils, and I actually used it on the inside of my upper lash line to tightline with. And at first, you know, it's always a little uncomfortable for me to tightline. I always feel like my eyes are gonna water, you know. So as soon as it all settles down, it stays put. It's really nice. And I have, this is a black shade, very, very creamy going on. So when you put it on, make sure you have a really sharp point, and then I wipe it off before I do the other eye so I don't transfer the eye yuck from one to the other. But it does a really nice job. And why would you want to line underneath your lashes? So you can have a little bit more real estate on your lids. If you put the liner on there, you still get that effect of eyeliner, but you've still got that room up there that you can put the pretty colors and people will see them. And it does, I think, make your eyes look a little bigger, especially as we get older, you know, our eyes sinking back further into the caverns here, the skull. So they're darker on the inside and they're sunken a little bit, so you get this kind of overhang they call the hood. And so with hooded eyes, it's really a good idea to line underneath. And to do that, I don't know if I can do this with just the camera in front of me, but I basically, you can do it that way, you know, and it stays all day. It's a waterproof formulation. I always, after I use anything like this that close to my eye, I always spray it with alcohol afterwards and let it air dry. I don't like to use a pencil that's had the opportunity to have eye yuck on it and get bacteria and put it back in my eye and then put it in the other eye. So you gotta be careful with things like that. I don't do this look very often, maybe once on the weekend if I'm going out or whatever. But it's a nice trick to know, and this is a great pencil. I think this is a lot like Sephora's black lace pencil, so I think it would replace that if you're on a budget. Going into lips, I think their lip liners are just like not to be beat. I cannot find my Spice one. I know I have a Spice one that's like kind of a brownish natural kind of look to it. This one I believe is nude, and it's already sharpened down. It's just, They all start off at this, you know, this bigger size. So you can see I've sharpened down almost half of it. I use it all the time. So this is the nude shade. I have it on now, and I think it's a great lip liner. It keeps your lipstick from bleeding into the little lines all around your mouth. And they have other lip liners too that are supposed to help with feathering. And I don't know, this is the clear one. And it feels very dimethicone-y. I don't think, it's not the same stuff that's in the Blur Stick, even though they both look like white gel stuff. It just, when you go around your mouth with this, it does give you that extra little measure of protection from your lipstick bleeding out. But I always, for some reason, like to use a lip liner with color on it so I can color between the lines, so to speak, with my lipstick. It gives me more of an idea of where to go with my lipstick. Sometimes if I don't have a colored liner, I can't always see very clearly, and I do the Lucille Ball thing, so anyway. So yeah, the clear one is meant to be, you can use it with any lip color, and it gives you a non-lined look with a lipstick, if you like that, if you're using a lip gel, liquid lipstick. Now their cream lipsticks are outstanding. I have two colors. I have number 26 Nude Cream and number 27 Dolce Carmelo. These two are the best in the planet. They're absolutely wonderful lipsticks. Just gonna put that there. That is the Nude Cream. And the Carmelo is a slightly mauvier, more neutral version of the Nude Cream. Both of these lipsticks are outstanding, absolutely outstanding. I love their cream formulas. It's very, very hydrating on the lips. They last really well. They look great. And they don't like make a little butthole line, on the inside of your mouth. So I really like them very much. Now, sort of like a runner-up, this is the matte formula, and this one is I Am Happy. It's number 13. And I think what I'm going to do is demonstrate it for you, because I'm not a fan of matte lipsticks. I wish that craze would end. It's driving me nuts. Matte lipsticks on my lips look so dry and wrinkly, and you can see all the lines in my lips, and I have chapped lips. I mean, I've got lots of problems. So matte lipsticks generally do that. This one does not. And the thing with matte lipsticks that's so cool about them, I mean, one positive thing, is that they last a lot longer than any other type of lipstick. So let me just take this off. I'm going to take off the lipstick I have on, and I'll put this on. And I want to show you the next thing. Okay, let's see if I can do this without a mirror. I'm going to need a mirror. Just going to need a mirror. Okay, let me just try this. Okay. Okay, now this color is called I Am Happy, and I thought initially it's a little dark for me. I'm not sure I'm really that crazy about it. This is number 13, Lucky 13, I Am Happy. So what I have are these lip plumping glosses, and they're absolutely the best lip glosses ever. I've got 3 colors in them. These are my favorite 3 colors. I have number 11 Tropical Shine, and then this is number 12 Sparkling Pink, and then this is number 2 Nude Shimmer. And what happens is when you put these over the top of your lipstick, it just changes it. So I've got this color on now. I'm just going to take some of the Nude Shimmer, just put a little over. Now these do have a little bit of a minty flavor to them. So you can see it kind of alters the color, and gives it that zing, you know, that it really needed. So if you have a matte color that lasts a long time and you like it, if you put something like this over the top, and layering I think is really big this year. It's a thing. It's a thing. You're going to like what happens. And each one of these colors will give you a slightly different effect. But I like this one especially. It seems to give kind of a golden glow to whatever shade you have on. Along that same line, let me just take that off. I have these two, and these are lip toppers. Now these lip toppers I use for special events, for a dinner out, for like if I was going to a wedding or a graduation party or something like that, I would wear these over the top of a lipstick. So now this one is number 2 Flashing Light, and this one is Luster. I think it's called Luster Light. I'll just show you what these look like on, because they're just amazing. Let's see if we can do. Look at this. Can you see what that does? Isn't that amazing? Now let me just put this one on. I've worn this in the past and people have asked me what I had on my lips. This is a kind of a holographic duochrome kind of color. So I'm just going to put that on. So you see what happens. And in the sunshine, this takes on the orange and the red color. It's just beautiful. So I was really pleased when I went into CVS. They have a pack of 5 different colors of these lip toppers for $9.99. So they're like $2 each. Now this one you would say, oh, what am I going to do with a blue lips? I'll put it on. I'll just try it. I'll just put it on. Now, let me take this off and I'll put the blue one on and show you what it looks like. You have to go outside your comfort zone sometimes. Okay, here's the blue one. Let me just swatch it for you. What it does is it gives it a neutral to cool tone look to whatever lipstick you're wearing. Almost a purple look. This would be stunning on somebody with a medium to dark skin tone. Oh my gosh. So just for funsies, I am going to swatch all of these colors so you can see them. This one is number 4. And I think all of the colors are in there except the one. Give you a thicker stripe so you can see them better. This is number 4. And this is number 2. Number 2. This is number 5. Some of them feel a little more drier. They're a little more difficult to put on, I think. Now this one has kind of a blue tone pink to it. You can see that in there. And here is the blue. That is color number 2. And this is color number 1. This is so pretty. I've worn this before. Color number 1. And the one I showed you before, the flashing lights one. So I will show that. And then this is the number 1, one of the other ones. So these are all the lip topper shades. This is all of them. Let's see if I can get it closer for you. So they're just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I would recommend getting the 5-pack, only $9.99, and you get all these wonderful colors. Now let me just show you what this white one looks like. See? So pretty, so pretty. I just love these. So those are my top 10 favorite products from Milani. Where there's kind of some stinkers in the line, I think the Conceal and Perfect, I think I liked it at one point, but for some reason, since I've gotten older and have more texture on my skin and my skin is dry in places, this didn't work for me as well. You can see all the little fibers in it, or whatever, those little pigments and things. You can actually see them when they're on your skin if you get close up. So I can't say I'm a fan of that, but most everything else, their powdered face products, their blushes are absolutely wonderful. I hope you've enjoyed this, all about Milani. And please go over and check out Carla's channel. I have the link below, and let's see what she has in store for us for her top 10 favorite products from one brand. So all of you, I hope you're having a wonderful week and have a beautiful day. Take care. Toodles.